Yeah, I want to say all praises to Yahweh. Bashima Shai, Bashima Kar, Brakatam. It's just a war from James Jamaica. Small little lesson. I know we're chasing the faith and the hard times above coming towards us now. We are living in some trial times. No doubt about it. Um, this is the time of Jacob's trouble. We're entering in full fledged. You know, we all have our own things to go through, our own little times. You know, I experienced some a lot. You know, we all have a lot more to come ahead. Now, during the time in this faith, you know, you have troubles different from troubles. You can get yourself into trouble that's not even have any relation with the word, and that trouble is not really what the Most High um, um, try you with, you know, because if you're staying in the word, in the faith, I mean, you will have a lot to bear, a lot to deal with, because remember, the truth is not really something that the world accept within fully, because it really against the system. It really opposes the laws of the land. So therefore, the troubles will come upon you automatically without you have to even look for it. Because I mean, just being a man of the Lord, I mean, you have to deal with um, you have to up and down with homosexual that passing by and so forth, and you know, and you have to try to keep your beard if you're working in a place that actually demands those things. You have to try stay away from eating these abominable foods. Um, you know, if you're living in a household of family, if you're not living by yourself, you will find that you have family member will come upon you in all different ways. Perhaps trim, perhaps you can't teach them sitting in the house, you know, stuff like that, and a lot more, right? And because of that, because of a lot of the word oppose a lot of things that concern this world, you find that trouble trouble is coming foot. But in these days now, it turn really up, because in this time now, when so-called devil going to implement all his laws and his monetary system and his MOTB and all those stuff. I mean, once you're another lord, you have a lot of exemption to go through, because as I said earlier on, a member of your household may want to receive some of these benefits from these so-called devil, but I mean, if you're a man of the Lord, you're not going to do it, and henceforth come trouble. So, as the first scripture about to dip in, is it as long as a short one? My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptation, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patient, but let patience have our perfect works, that he may perfectly and enter waiting, wanting nothing. So the first part of Bridget called our joy when falls in diverse temptation. I mean, like we always example that we always give, um, a father or a parent doing school his children because of wickedness. They school them because they want them to do good, or they want to better. So being chastened by your parents is because them love you and want better. So the same thing with diverse temptation and all them stuff. Because the whole thing about it is that these temptation is just to try your faith. It's the same thing as like a testing the Most High put you through. You know, trying if you actually firmly believe in the word, firmly believe in the prophecy, firmly believe in the kingdom, firmly believe in the promise that the Most High gave forefathers Isaac, Jacob, Abraham, and so on, so that you could inherit that blessing. So the trying of your faith is not only trying, it's also to build you a perfect um and a sound mind, rooted and grounded in the word, rooted and grounded in the faith. So these things come upon us not to break us. They're not supposed to break us, supposed to build us. You know, as I said, we're living in trying time when things are going to be even more hostile, more serious, because as you know that all these implementation taking place now right across the globe. What it have to do with the monetary system, what it have to do with the MOTB, food shortage and all that stuff. It's going to be hell. It's going to be hell. Second scripture to follow up. Um, Proverbs 2 and 11. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of the correction. So being fall into temptation, being fall into diverse temptation is a chastening. It's a chastening from the Lord. You never know. You never know what's going to come next. God the Most High is preparing you. He's preparing you for the great day. Seeing, and that day is not for the weak. That day is not for the feeble. The Most High preparing you, because as you know, as I said to you before, this thing coming upon us is coming upon us quickly, and we have to be firm in our belief, firm in our word, firm in our, what pass. You can't go left nor right. This is a one-way street. And during these times that we're living in now, you know, the less attachment is always good, because it always put you on a more straighter path. It always make you firm more. That when these chasing come along, you can easily firmly make a just and a righteous decision without a waiver, because as you know, it's gonna come full force more than what we even bearing now. Because what we're bearing now is just a tip of the iceberg. I mean, we all can find food, we still can find certain things. So we actually still in our little comfort zone. But when shit got turned real up, I mean, it turned real up, and that's the time you will find out how strong is your faith. That's the time you're going to find out how strong you believe in the Most High. That's the time you're going to find out if it's really what your Most High slack. Yeah, that's the time you're going to really find out how firm you be. So chastening that you're feeling now is for all our good. It's never for our bad. You just have to make sure that you're growing and good in the word, because a lot of should I say, a lot of connection, a lot of things we hold on the world right now is we're gonna lose them all. Don't We're not gonna have them. We're gonna lose them in the end.